explained to me. She said that due on sale clause, it's not an automatic thing. They don't automatically say, okay, you're due because you sold it. It's a clause that's in there that says if they should elect to, they've got the ability to call it due.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those clauses that they don't have to exercise it, but they've got the right to if they see fit.
Sure.
So the when your payments are when you close on this thing, and you'll have to check with those guys over there. What we do here, the first payments usually due 30 days after our closing date.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your payment with the mortgage company is usually due on the 1st, and you'll have a grace period to the 15th before there's any late fees.
Mm-hmm.
So we do, I don't give 15-day grace periods for late fees. I give a 5-day grace period for a late fee. After that 5-day grace period, I send out a notice of default, or I ask the escrow company to send out a notice of default if they haven't received the payment by the 5th day. And what that does is that we put a clause in all of our contracts that if they've got 30 days to cure their deficit, and if they don't cure it within 30 days, then the escrow company takes a second deed. There's 2 deeds that are signed. First one is you signing the property over to the buyer. The second one is them signing it back over to you.
Oh.
And if the buyer does not doesn't perform, they go into default after that 30-day period, you go down to the escrow company, declare whatever their process is. You declare that, they're in default. You want that escrow, you want that new deed, and you go down to the county and you record it. You take the property back. Then it reverts in New Mexico, it reverts to a rental at that point. And we go through, if the people don't move out and don't turn over the keys, then we go through eviction court.
Okay.
So there's a process involved in having to go through all that. But what we do though, to make sure that you're not falling behind on your mortgage, is I always advise my clients, and on my own as well as my clients, I always tell them to make one extra payment to the bank.
Yeah.
And make sure that it's a payment that advances the payments. It doesn't get applied to principal.
Sure. Yeah.
And that way you're always one payment ahead from when you're due, and it gives you time so that you don't end up with late fees and it doesn't affect your credit.
Yeah.
You just always keep that payment one step ahead.